2020. Am I right? I feel like this should be a perfect representation of me going into 2021, as I have not showered. I am no makeup, not even deodorant, and it's noon? It's definitely afternoon. I may or may not have stayed up until 3 o'clock in the morning watching Hoarders, because single woman over 30. So here's the deal. I'm not a YouTuber, streamer type person. I don't have a large family to monetize for my own financial gain, because if I did, man, I would be so on top of that. Y'all know me for my sort of cupboard cleaning recipes and my frugal tips and stuff like that, and figured that this might be a good way to, you know, try something a little bit different, work on my video editing skills, and also give you a chance to maybe see what I got going on back here. I'm moving at the end of this month, and this pantry is chock flippin' full, and it all needs to go. It needs to go. So I've decided that I'm going to do a pantry challenge. So a pantry challenge is when you try to only eat food that is in your pantry or fridge or freezer, with buying as little groceries as possible to make it go as far as possible. I'm going to attempt to document some of the recipes that I make, some of the things that I do to clean up some of these things, and I don't know, share them with you. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. So I think first I should give you a tour of what's in there. Ooh. So this is the part where I give myself an unflattering selfie and then show you what's in my pantry. Ooh, look how big and full it is. So many storage solutions. All right, so coming in here on the first little wall, we got all of my spices that are labeled because I'm cool like that. Oh man, we got baking shit everywhere. There's sugar. This is homemade pancake mix. I think we're gonna end up talking about that eventually. We got some oatmeal, some sugar, some salt. Guys, one of my favorite, like for realsies, one of my favorite storage solution things. Put a Lazy Susan in your cupboards. It is life-changing. You can get to everything. It doesn't matter how tall or short it is. And you can stack things in the middle. Oh my god, it's amazing. See, but we got like all your cupboard staples. And some jackfruit in there. It sounds like we're gonna have some, oh god, vegan pulled pork. Got some salmon. Most of these tea tins are actually empty. I feel like I should initiate that. The most of this is stuff that I've already cleaned out, but I've saved the tins to eventually refill them in a strange post-COVID world. And then we got all of my cooking implements. This is one of 2 kilogram things of peanut butter, so I have a feeling I'm going to have a lot of peanut butter this month. So much peanut butter. Oh man, I got panko. We've got, bouillon cubes. We're going to have some soup. Oh god, it helps if I actually video these right. Chocolate. Some noodles, nutritional yeast. 1 Tetra Pak of almond milk. My roommate's stuff, and then all of my panware, and oh my god, jars, and these sweet puppies are leftovers from Good Food and HelloFresh boxes. So I'm going to be putting my boxes on hold, although I just got one this last week, just because financially, because this move is going to cost money. I'm going to try and cook from home, and it also allows me to clean up my pantry. So, wow. Right, and then we have the fabled fridge/freezer. Let's take a look at this puppy. Alright, so we've got a whole bunch of good food. If anybody needs ice packs, let me know. Oh my god, I should probably put a light on. Alright. We've got light. Alright, so we got some butternut squash. We got some, those are roasted red pepper romesco sauce ice cubes. Some soup. Some focaccia bread. I think there's some veggies in the back there. We got some chicken. There's some pulled pork down there. I think somewhere in the back we've got I've got some taco meat, some frozen turkey, and then on the door here we got some cashews, some chicken burgers, some frozen carrots that I'm probably going to turn into stock because in back there's a chicken somewhere. Bananas, some tortillas, veggie burgers, and these are both some kind of old stock that I bought at one point. Lard. So we might do a pie. I have some Saskatoon berries in there, or I might do like a quiche or something. Maybe a frittata. Who knows? We do a savory meat pie. That might be nice. And then up here, we've got, granola bars, protein powder. We start getting a little choppy for breakfast. And then the fridge. Oh, man. I work in kitchens, so oftentimes I get little leftovers, like cranberry sauce. I think I'm going to turn that into salad dressing. Just add a little bit of vinegar to anything and it turns it into something wonderful. Some more containers. Pizza sauce. This is just tomato paste. This is some Greek salad dressing. More red pepper sauce. Some kimchi that I'm pretty sure has become sentient. This is a pesto from Minimalist Baker that I made from this enormous bag of kale. Yeah, so it's kind of like a little, and I have so many condiments, you guys. Please, for the love of God, don't allow me to buy condiments. We got a lot going on. So yeah. All right, so the first thing you got to do when you're doing a pantry challenge is not only take an inventory of what you already have, but clean out anything that you don't need. So, this bottle of kombucha, is it's working. It's still alive, which is good. Thank you, friend. This jar of beet horseradish that has definitely changed color. It's going in the compost. All right. And now for a little inventory of all the little weird shit I gotta figure out ways to use in addition to all that stuff. So, see, we got some sweet chili sauce. Can we use that for something? We got some harissa, which is a Moroccan chili paste. So this will probably last forever, so I might use this in like a couple of, like a Moroccan chickpea curry. We'll see. Labna, which is a Mediterranean like sour cream yogurt. So I'm dairy-free. Well, I should be dairy-free. I'm lactose intolerant. And so this probably gonna go in here. Although this kind of stuff is great for baking. If you just need like a little bit of like something. It helps if I have a utensil. Alright. So that gonna get washed. Alright, what else do we got in here? I have a big thing of tomato paste. Why can't... I wish they made tomato paste in like little tiny cubes, because you usually only need a tablespoon at a time, but no, you gotta open the whole goddamn can. So we're gonna make something tomato-y for sure. This is marinara sauce, and I just happen to still have a container that said pizza sauce in it. So I've actually already used this a couple of times to make tiny pita bread pizzas, using up some cheese that I had. I know I just said I was lactose intolerant, but waste not, want not. So I think, I don't know, we might put this on some, probably pasta of some kind. I have a little bit of like ground beef in the fridge that I might use that and like turn it into a little like spag ball. A bunch of fresh limes. So many. Just throw these in water. Let me see what else we got in here.
This is some kind of vinegar, some apple juice, some soy sauce, a bunch of ingredients. I also have a 20-gram package of mayonnaise.
And two 30-gram containers of peanut butter. Remember when we talked about having 2 kilograms of peanut butter in my pantry already? Like I said, it's going to be a peanut butter heavy month. I have a bunch of oatmeal in my fridge, so I think, and by fridge I mean pantry, I have a bunch of oatmeal in my pantry. So I'm thinking, got some peanut butter, and over here, got some homemade applesauce that I made this September after going apple picking. How white lady. So, I'm gonna use some of this, and some of this, some oatmeal. I think we're gonna make muffins. Hey look, I showered, right? You're welcome. It's amazing what a little bit of moisturizer and drawing on your eyebrows will do for a person. Okay, so for this muffin recipe, you're going to need to preheat your oven to 375. Now, you might be looking at my knob and being like, but Rachel, your knob says 400. Enhance. It's true. For two reasons. One, you can never trust the temperature on the knob. You can only trust the temperature from the inside of the oven using one of these. Oh god, it's hot. Okay. An oven thermometer. It is literally one of the most important kitchen tools you will ever invest in. If you don't have one, get one. They cost like $10. But basically it'll let you know what the actual temperature inside your oven is compared to what the knob is telling you. And then you always know what to set it above or below to in order to make it right. You can adjust these knobs, but I find that it's hit or miss. So sometimes if you just know if you set it to 400, you're going to get about a 25-degree difference. It's just easier. Also, I like to set my oven slightly higher than the actual temperature I need because the reason is you're going to be opening and closing the door to put the actual baked goods in or whatever it is you're cooking. And so you're going to end up losing heat. So then that way when it goes into the oven, it's already at the perfect temperature versus having to come back up to temperature. All right, this has been Rachel's hot kitchen tip. All right, so the first thing I did is I lined my muffin tin with muffin liners, okay? And this is because scrubbing muffin liners sucks. Sucks. I hate scrubbing muffin tins. So you can just oil them if you don't have muffin liners, but just buy a pack of muffin liners. It just, they're biodegradable. I know as a kid I used to eat them. Just buy the muffin liners. Wasn't clear, you're going to want to top each of the muffins with a little bit of peanut butter and then swirl it around. Honestly, that wasn't part of the recipe. I'm just going to try it out, see what happens. I also, because I'm putting peanut butter in them, I cut down the amount of coconut oil just a little bit. I only put in 50 grams, or like just shy of 4 tablespoons instead of the full 4 tablespoons, which would have been 56 grams of butter if you use melted butter. So just a little math there. All right, so I'm going to pop these into the oven. Now, as you see here, my recipe only made 9 quarter-cup size muffins. So I've taken out the muffin liners from the last 3 that I didn't use, and I filled it with a little bit of water. This is a trick that my mom taught me, and it keeps the bottom of the pan from scorching in the oven. All right, let's pop these in for 15 to 20 minutes and see what happens. And now we wait. Oh, right, this is the time when you should clean up. Yeah, this is the time when you should do all your dishes and stuff. Yeah. We've got muffins. These actually took closer to 20 minutes to 22 minutes to get them so that the toothpick could come out clear. Just be careful because if you have the peanut butter in the middle, it might look like it's not coming out clear. So you don't want them to be overdone. You just want them to be like a little bit brown on the top. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my toothpick. I'm going to pop these puppies sideways. Because careful, this pan's going to be hot. Whoop. I usually like to let them cool like this for 5 minutes or so, and then I can transfer them over to my cooling rack. We did it! We have an apple, peanut butter, oatmeal muffin. All right. Let's peel this puppy open. It's so definitely moist. A little peanut buttery. Let's take a tea. Wow. Pretty good. not too sweet. The perfect blend of damp inside. Yeah. The recipe called for adding, dried cranberries or raisins or anything if you wanted to. You could totally get away with this. You can even use up pieces of actual chopped apple if you wanted to, just to give it a little bit more. These are great. My recipe only made 9, but you could easily double, triple it. Probably gonna freeze a few of these. Like one of these, like a cup of coffee in the morning, or like this with like a little bit of yogurt put on top in a bowl with some fresh fruit. Talking like a little like baked oatmeal going on. So this has been my first pantry challenge video. I don't know if I'm gonna go like the full cooking range for all of them. I might just be like, hey, let's see what I can smash together with this, this, and this. And then I might just be like, look what I made. I'm also gonna put a quick disclaimer in here and that I'm not gonna tell you how many calories this is, or how many carbs or fats or anything. January 1st is a tough time of year for a lot of folks, especially those who are struggling with eating disorders or body dysmorphia. And so I am not, after some work with my own therapist, I'm going to work not with this challenge, not with the healthfulness or the calorie-wise or the low-caloriness of it all. Because the thing is that when you restrict in one part of your body, you end up overspending in other ways. So I'm choosing to restrict financially in order to save money on groceries, to use that money towards the move. And so I'm not going to restrict myself food-wise in order to do that, because I might end up eating more than I want to. Or not necessarily want to, but more than I need to nourish my body. So, these muffins, do they have sugar in them? Yes. Could you reduce the sugar if you wanted to? Also yes. Could you add more fresh fruit? Yes. Could you add motherfucking chocolate chips? Do it. They're your goddamn muffins. I will tell you is that more fruits and veg are always good for you. Fiber is always nourishing. And just eat what your body needs in the amount that it's asking for. Right now my body's asked me to finish this muffin. And I'm drying and putting away all those dishes. You stay classy, internet.